10. I don't know if I said day 10 yesterday, but we just worked it out and it's meant to be day 10 today. So it's Monday and we're off today to a whiskey distillery and it's called Old Pulteney. So we've left Thurso. I'll give you my review on the campsite. The campsite views were awesome. Beautiful views overlooking the bay. Couldn't fault that whatsoever. All the facilities were there and we had electric, so you could use your wastewater and stuff like that. So that was all there. My only downside to the campsite was the showers and toilet block. Personally, that's my own personal opinion. What did you think?
Yeah, I did video them actually.
Yeah.
Got my video. Just pretty basic, really. Our standards are quite high, to be fair.
Yeah. And the showers were pretty small, so it was like, honestly, it was just standing and you never had room to move much. So I think that was my downside to it, really.
Other than that, all good.
Other than that, that site was perfect, other than the showers being really small and nice hot water, extremely hot water when you was in the shower, just a little bit basic. Anyway, right, so we have a little story behind the reason why we want to see Old Pulteney Distillery. We could have gone to any whiskey distillery, but obviously this one had a bit of a meaning for myself and Wayne especially. We used to live in Australia. And whilst we was in Australia, Wayne celebrated one of his big birthdays. He celebrated a birthday with all our friends out there. And we basically did it at a winery. One of our friends, who was Scottish, her brother had just emigrated over from Scotland to Australia. And she said, can I bring him along with? Oh, of course, more the merrier. Brilliant. So this chap bought Wayne a lovely bottle of whiskey, which was Old Pulteney, wasn't it? Yeah. And Wayne will tell you the meaning behind the bottle in a minute. He bought this whiskey and Wayne really thoroughly enjoyed it. So because it was a big birthday and it had a bit of a meaning, we thought we'd come and see the tour at Old Pulteney and perhaps Wayne could buy another bottle of whiskey to remember by it. And also our children have offered to treat you to the bottle of whiskey, haven't they?
Oh yeah, that's right, for Father's Day.
Yeah. So for Father's Day, our kids are putting the money in to buy the bottle of whiskey for Wayne, so it's a double meaning there. You can describe the whiskey a lot better than me, can't you?
Oh right, okay, yeah. So I don't know much about whiskies, and when I got this bottle of whiskey, the guy said read the back, it comes in like a box. So he said read the back, and there's a bit of a story how they make the whiskey. And one of the things that they do, there's a slight salt taste in the whiskey. So apparently they, during the process of the fermentation or whatever happens in the barrels, they put the whiskey in big barrels, they put them on a cliff edge, and the wind and the elements slowly penetrate the barrel, and that's how you get the salt, the sea air salt through into the whiskey. So it's not salty whiskey, but you can actually taste it. Yeah, it's slightly salty. So I'm itching to go to this distillery to see how true it is. Yeah. I want this morning.
Yeah.
Tour starts at 10:30.
Yeah, we've got 30 minutes drive to get there. We've got literally 30 minutes. We'll arrive at 28 minutes past 10. So it's a bit of a tight one this morning, but fingers crossed we'll get there.
We're at Old Pulteney Whisky Distillery. It's in a right industrial area. Yeah, we're going to go in for a tour. I don't know whether you can use the cameras, but if you can, yeah, I'll show you around.
I'll talk you through everything that's in our distillery in a lot more detail and show you inside. On the left hand side here is where our mill room is located. Thankfully it's not on right now, otherwise you really wouldn't hear me talk. It's quite a loud machine. But the mill is just grinding the barley down to grist. From there it's moving over to our mash tun, and that's where this copper arm is coming out of the window from here. That's where the mash tun is located. It's number 3 at the top of the hill up here. It's our largest warehouse that we have on site. That's why. And lastly, just before we go inside, up here at the top of this hill, next to the warehouse is this big grey Soviet-looking building, and that's our biomass boiler from there. That's just supplying heat to our stills and to the mash. Tables from there, and then obviously one table for So,
my partner pulled out of the
I know.
Tell us myself.
So we've got all these recipes, fantastic. Stored in this hopper up there, and that is then fed into the mash tun here. And this is quite a good action shot of it being mixed with water as it comes into the mash. Traditional porridge is just barley with water. So what's coming in here is water at 68.5 degrees Celsius. That is going to soak into this grist here.
Enjoy the whiskey.
Here, we can head straight in, no danger at all. If it's busy, yes, it's right enough. It's just a grist.
Right, so these are the old
Working it there was
companies.
actually quite fun as well.
Was it?
So we added a tasting
3.5
on
months, but
the 18 and the 15. It's alright, you're fine. You're
All
fine.
right.
Had a- and the 12.
It's fine for, you know, it means you're extra.
What do you want to pay?
Right, we've just been into the Old Pulteney shop and tour. We obviously couldn't do a massive amount of a tour, but they had a brilliant slideshow, tasting session, and as a non-whiskey drinker I learnt a lot. And how did you enjoy it?
Oh, no, it was really, really good. Come out fully loaded, obviously.
Yeah, but it does mean something to
If
you.
you come up at the minute in the COVID times, unfortunately, you get to see the shop, obviously, and do the tasting. They give you 4 whiskies, 12-year-old, 15-year-old, and an 18-year-old, and then they're, I think it's called Done It or something.
Hudder.
Is it Hudder?
Hudder. It's
Hudder.
like smoky, peaky one, isn't it?
We bought a bottle of 15-year-old whiskey as a treat, so we're going to be trying some of that.
Sorry, it's a bit of welding going on down there.
Yeah, a bit of building work.
But it was just really interesting to see how it was made, and I'm a non-whiskey drinker and even I enjoyed it, so yeah, it was
Good.
really good.
is it? Drive was awesome actually. Takes a bit of time from Wick. I think it was about 2.5 hours, so it is a bit of a drive. Didn't stay between Wick and where we are now. There's not a lot there. Angela done a bit of research, and there's not a lot there. There were some bed and breakfasts and a couple of campsites along the way, but it was quite desolate. We've driven down, I mean, you'll see on the camera the journey through. This is where we are, and what a view. That's what we're looking out onto from the site. Here. There's supposed to be some excellent walks along here somewhere, which we'll discover shortly. It's a tiny site, as Angela said. There's 5 spaces, so it's not going to get busy here at all. There's a couple of people that have stayed here already for a couple of days. We're the first new arrivals today. There's 2 more to arrive. They're going to be parked up near the shop. We're just quite lucky, obviously. We're here a bit early and we've managed to get this pit over the moon. Very nice.
So this is my view from my door where I'm cooking. Can't get better than that really, can you? What an amazing view. So I thought I'd show you what we're going to cook tonight. We decided to stay in because we've got such glorious views and just enjoy it and have a bit of a switch off, to be honest. So we're making it easy and doing a roast dinner, sort of a roast dinner, in the motorhome. So in the freezer I've got some peas, and I've just cut carrot, spring greens up, so that's all I've done. Made it easy and bought some roast potatoes, lamb shanks and some Yorkshire puds. So it is pretty easy to do a dinner in the motorhome, to be honest, with a little bit of cheating. We don't see the point in going out when you've got views like this. We're on a tiny little CL site with a little cafe which people stop and grab cups of tea, and the cafe's probably shut now. So that's the little cafe up there with a little toilet that's open 24 hours a day. We've got electric, we've got water, toilet waste, grey waste, everything but a shower, but it means we'll use our shower on board.
Bad little evening. Angela's chatting away out there, making new mates. Got dinner on, as you can see. Got to eat, haven't you? This spot here, I don't know whether there's people who don't know about it, but I haven't got a clue. There's 5 spots on this site, and there's 3 of us here. 2 spare spots. Perhaps people don't know about this place, I don't know. If you're gonna do this NC500, you're gonna want to stop at a few places. Put this on your list. I'm sure Angela let you know exactly where we are, like what the site's called and stuff on the video. People are really friendly. There's a little coffee shop at the top. I think the dad runs, I don't know if he's got a farm here as well. Dad runs the camping site, so you pay the dad the money for the camping, for the pitches. I think it was 18 quid. And the daughter runs the cafe, so she's hoping to get a bit of trade with the cyclists coming through and whoever's doing the NC500. While we're driving, cyclists, and they're going up them hills, A lot of them are doing it for charity and stuff, but far out. I say I'm a cyclist. I love cycling. I do cycle. But these, you see it on their face, they're going up them hills and like they're putting yards in. Some of them hills there go on for like 3, 4, 5 miles and they're going uphill. No wonder they need a coffee, cup of tea. But hat off to the cyclists, especially if they are cycling, they're doing the NC500 for charity. That's absolutely fantastic. You know, there's some good people out there, so whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, whether you're walking it, wherever you're doing the NC500, we're about halfway through on this trip and I'm telling you, it's absolutely awesome. Take from it what you can. I better dish this dinner up. Right, ready for dinner. That's come out all right actually. Oh, I need to get the Yorkshires out. Hold on. Let's get these out of the oven. I usually do my own at home, but these come out of a bag at Tesco's. Put them in the oven. If I whack them on the plate there, they are, look. So you've got lamb shank, nice bit of veg, fake Yorkshires. Fill the boots, wouldn't it? Seriously, hour, throw it in the oven. These camp vans, the ovens, like, well, that's our oven. It's not a full-size oven, but it's an oven. You know, you can cook in it. No excuses, nice bit of food. Got to call her now, look. See, she's ready. Ready for dinner, young lady?
Oh, thank you. I've got a chef going on. My little one's Jamie Oliver sitting there.
Hiya.
These ladies are from Cornwall. Oh, you got to tell my husband about the otters, Wayne.
What's that?
Here.
Yep.
We're going to the Loch and there's otters.
Is there? It's down by the water, apparently. I'm gonna have this dinner first. Where are we going, love?
Otter hunting on the Loch. Look, I've just gone through the gate. There's our motorhome.
Right, we're through there.
Just had a roast dinner, glass of wine, and now we're going to find the otters.
Sun's going down behind me. It's a nice evening. It was right windy earlier. It's strange. We pulled up and it clouded over a bit and it was like blowing a gale. We put the table up, the table and chairs was blowing over, and then the clouds went a little bit, sun come out, and there's like next to no wind now. They talk about Melbourne being 4 seasons in a day.
It's Scotland.
It's proper 4 seasons in a day. It's about 1 million seasons in half hour up here. Yeah, it's really changeable. So we're going to go down by the water. I showed you on the video earlier. This is over this way. So that mountain range I just showed you over there, that is the way that you drive in, but there's no bridge across the water, so you kind of, we was level with where we are now when we was on our way from Wick, and it's like half an hour to go around, bit of vegetation through here, yeah, to go around that loch. It's about half hour all the way round. If there was a bridge across, yeah, it'd be a lot quicker. However, it wouldn't be the NC500, probably be the NC472 or something, because it'll cut out about 28 miles. But
how cool is this though? How cool is this though?
Yeah, look, it's all over the place. Shall I have half a glass of red wine? Yeah, so we're walking through this bit here, and hopefully get through to the water. So from the site that we're on, we're almost on the water now. We've got some rocks to walk across. Angel's just doing the gate.
Oh want to shut it, can't he?
Yeah. They're really strict on you closing the gate, which they're going to be if, you know, they don't want wildlife running all over the place, going into areas no, they don't want them to go. Now they're saying when you come down to the water, there's obviously the water there. They're saying don't turn left because that's someone else's land. I'm only going to go on this bridge to show you the water. You've got a lovely little stream that's coming running all the way down from that hill.
Oh, how lovely.
And there, it's nice. And that's running all the way out to the loch. Now we're going to turn right, we're going to go that way.
Yeah.
We need to walk across that ledge, across the rocks, and we will see what we can find.
I actually don't even know what this loch is called. I will look it up. Perhaps I'll insert the name down below. But this is on the back of our CL campsite. But look at them views. Just amazing. It's just so stunning and so pretty. Yes, we was told that otters coming down here. We haven't seen any yet. Obviously wouldn't go near them or approach them because wouldn't intrude on them. It'd be just nice to see them from a distance, really. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice, really nice. So walking along obviously the edge of the water, you can walk down there on the rocks and seaweed. They call this a loch, but when I looked at the map, it's an inlet really, because it comes from the sea. So this is why you can see it's tidal. Tides out at the minute. So there's some ebb and flow through here. Why they call it a loch, if it's an inlet, I don't know. It's a bit confusing. However, it can be as confusing as it wants, because that view there, is stunning. Lovely walk. Lovely walk down this little jetty here. So there's a gate, somebody owns that land, and they've built themselves a ramp, so they must use this to go out into the water, whether they go out to sea or just for recreational, who knows. But I'll tell you what, there's no one out tonight. Even the roads on the other side there that were pretty busy earlier on when we drove through, all the camper vans are all safely parked up on their little spots in their campsites.
How clear that water is in the loch. It's crystal clear, that. This is 7:45 at night. Quarter to 8 and we're still out.
Still out, usually in bed by now. 7:45.
I know.
Still out.
And the sun's shining and it doesn't feel like 7:45 at night. So peaceful. I'm honestly sitting here at 8 o'clock at night and don't feel real. It feels like something out of a film set, film studio. It's just so stunning, so quiet. so peaceful. I don't know why I'm whispering, there's no one around. It's just beautiful. So if anyone needs to get away from the rat race, honestly, come up here. Leave all your troubles and your worries and your cares behind, as I say, and just come and enjoy a beautiful bit of nature that's literally on our doorstep.